It's early morning. No, that again. It's early in the morning. I left my house 6:30. Didn't have time to put on my face or anything. I'm a little hungry. And it's very cold. A little hungry, a lot of cold. I got up around like 5:30ish to get ready and prep a little bit. Today's a big day because we're handing a project off to a client, which for every project that you have a project handoff, but projects can take a while. So handoffs don't happen. Oh my God, what a beautiful sunset. I think I said sunset, sunrise. But yeah, so for every project that we have, obviously a handoff happens. But yeah, they don't happen very often. So when they happen, it is a very exciting, very sweet feeling because you're done. Even though mornings are kind of rough sometimes because usually, as much as I try to go to bed early the day before, I don't. I end up staying up working, finishing like final preps or last minute things, or just being so excited about what I have planned in the early morning that I have a hard time falling asleep. But yeah, so even if they can be a little rough sometimes, usually I'm kind of excited about them. It's a really calm moment. There's not many people out and about, even in the space, like the sites that you're going to, depending on whether it's a space by itself or with people. Yeah, it's a very calm, quiet morning, so usually without interruption and a little relaxing. I found a spot. I'm going to put my phone down for a second. I found a spot. That's the other beautiful thing. When you're coming to Hoboken this early in the morning and you can find a parking spot, say less. All right, I'm going to go inside. No, I'm going to get coffee, and then I'm going to go inside and try to record a little bit more. Guys, when you have projects in places like this where you have to come to the site very early, like, I don't know, 6:30 or something, but this is your view in the morning. Well, hopefully the setting is fine. This is my view. This is right next to my house. It's really cold, but that makes it worth it. Hello, I'm here to site, setting up. It is now 8:30. The client should be here in half an hour, but thought I'd give you guys a sneak peek of what it's looking like. It's 12:55. I'm running low on, what is it? It's 12:55. No, I gotta do it again. See? This is what I do. Alright, it's 12:55. I'm running on fumes. Everything went great. The client was so happy, which made me happy and makes everything worth it. But we decided to make a very last minute change. We're gonna add a hamper and a garbage bin, and I'm headed over to some stores to see what options I can find last minute. Worst case, we're gonna order something online, but ideally, if I find something that works, then I'll bring it to the site and we'll be done. But yeah, it's been a good day so far, and I'm gonna keep remembering to record snippets of the day. Okay, we're back in the car. It is 3:44. feeling like 7 p.m. and I'm doing my last little bit to kind of finish up some of the details. As of today, the client will be using the space. They're going to be using it already this week. They have things planned. So this was an official handoff. Earlier today, I left because they were doing a training session. So it's done. But there's tiny things. So there's like some cable management that I would like to tidy up. And I know that there's no one there right now. And I'm going to stick a QR code on the door. Mainly because, I mean, nowadays with technology and the fact that like you point your camera at a QR code and it's pretty easy for the end user, we're getting to a point where it's less necessary to put all that information of the hours and the days that are operating, days of operation on the door. It looks a little cluttered. I think also if you have a storefront that faces a public traffic and sidewalk, then it makes sense. If you have a storefront and you're going to have pedestrians passing by and potential clients, then yeah, you can have it on there. But in this case, my client rented a suite at Strand in Hoboken. It is I'm going to say a collection of all types of beauty, hair, nails, estheticians. I actually did another project at the site as well. And kind of a one-stop shop. And they're all their own business owners, kind of working in this shared co-working space, but everyone has their own individual suites. And so in this case, if you're entering this room or this area, you already have an appointment. You know, you kind of already know what the hours are. And if you're passing by for someone else's appointment, then it's a simple, curiosity and scan, and then you can get everything, booking information, everything from a little QR code. And now that I've explained what a QR code is for those who don't know, that's what I'm going to go to. So I'm going to put a QR code on that door, going to do some cable management, going to test out the trash bins. I bought 2 of them to see which one I think is going to work best with the space. And I think that's all I had to do for today. So I've ordered custom curtains, custom window treatments to go on the door. And that is delayed. It was supposed to be here today and tomorrow. Got an email notification that it's actually going to be here next week. So that's going to stagger. And in the meantime, there are these little paper, if you're ever in a crunch or a pinch and you need something to help you kind of cover some windows and get some privacy while you're waiting for the real deal to come in, there's these little accordion paper shades that are available on Amazon, Home Depot, Lowe's, pretty much anywhere. They have different sizes and you can cut them to size. So we're using that temporarily until the actual window treatments come in. That's next week. I also am having some custom storage boxes made. They're not going to be visible. The table's going to have a skirt around the bottom, so you're not really going to see what's happening under. But when you have limited square footage, whether you're in the city or anywhere, you're in a small commercial business studio, storage is key and essential. So we're not going to let any storage go to waste. So what I've done is under this massage table, we are putting a hammock that I found that is going to allow to have kind of like a faux shelf space, and custom boxes that are also going to be accessible from either side of the table and just give them additional room for anything that might be needed, from extra linens to towels, who knows. But that is also in the process of getting stained, and I'm going to let it air out for the next few days before I bring it in, because as you know, if you're using a water base, which is healthier for the environment, it kind of still has a little odor, but not that intensely. If you're using a lacquer varnish, that's not, that has a smell that can last for days. So you want to make sure you're airing it out outside of wherever you're going to be using it. Otherwise, everyone's going to be getting a little party going off of the fumes. So I'm in Hoboken now. Every time I come here at this time, it's 3:49. It becomes all about the parking. Hopefully I find a good spot. I'm not carrying too much stuff, but a good spot, and then I'll record a little bit inside. But yeah, this is a day in the life of a handoff with some items that weren't completed, but not enough that we would delay the handoff. Just things that we can tack onto what we call a punch list, and I'll explain that later. didn't record that much. I'm so bad at remembering to record. It is now 5:13 p.m. and I am signing off for the day from design, at least. It was eventful, it was great, and I am very tired, but it was worth it. Actually, now that I'm done, all of a sudden I feel awake. But yeah, I'm really happy. The client was happy, and tiny things to finish up on a punch list basis. Very little. Hopefully those things will be done probably in the next couple of days. I definitely want to be done before Thanksgiving. Yeah, so thanks for riding along and for appreciating this real-time angle that I'm sharing with you. Have a good night.